Welcome back to the JSFL. We're here in week number 4. This time we got the 4-15 matchup. We got the 1 and 2 Huston Enforcers coming all the way to the divisional rivalry in Kansas City, where we got the win, the 3-0 undefeated team coming into us. One of the only two left undefeated against the Huston Enforcers off a 2-game loss streak, hoping to snap it here in Kansas City. Kansas City not fought a team with a win yet. They fought Cleveland week 1. They were 0-1. They were 0-0. Then they fought Atlanta. They were 0-1. Then they fought New York. Oh no, wait. My bad. The combined total of the team's wins against them were 1 and 2. That doesn't sound as good as I thought it would. Never mind. But it's going to be a good one here in Kansas City. This is America's Game of the Week. The Wind and the Enforcers. A divisional matchup here in the South. One of the best divisions. Let's talk about these offenses and defenses. Offensively, the Wind is actually first in the league. The first in the league. They've got rush offense is 4th. Pass offense is 1st. The Enforcers offensively are 7th. They rank 9th in rush offense, and they rank 8th in pass offense. Defensively wise, the Wind are 11th. In rush defense, they're 5th. And pass offense, they're last, 12th. The Enforcers, a lot more sound on defense. They're 2nd in the league. 2nd in rush defense. And they are 3rd in pass defense. So let's see which team. Can Kyle Shooter take on a good defense? Or one of the better defenses in the league? Or will he crumble under the pressure? First quarter. No third downs in the second half. And remember, in week 5, we will be having EA's announcers take over instead of me. And you would see the whole game. But I will commentate America's Game of the Week and the Thursday and Monday prime times. So if it was next week, I'd be commentating this game. But here we got 3rd and 5 for the Huston Enforcers. Here's Jones throwing. He gets that first down. Vaughn Peters with the catch there. Puts him at the 9, 1st and goal, Enforcers. As it's good ball there by Jones. As he has some more weapons within this here. He's got Peters. He's got Murphy in the slot. Hood, the rookie. And he's got Danny Edwards. He's liked him, the tight end, a lot this season. 1st and goal. They've had 16 rush, 7 pass. Here's another one. Norris gets it to the 6. He's got 8 carries, 33 yards this afternoon. Luke Frankie, the tackle. He's done a lot better in Kansas City, I'd have to admit. He's almost better than he was last season and only in week 4. Got a lot more sacks. He's been their kind of pressure guy in Kansas City. He's helped this rush defense at where they are in number 5. Here's a carry. Norris gonna get it to the 5. Good tackle there by Sean Martinez, and it's 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal to 5. Kansas City a little real estate to play here, so they're not going to play right up next to the goal line. Huston, they got to get a little crafty here. This would be a hard run, and with this pass defense, I expect them to go pass here. Here's Jones throwing, end zone caught, touchdown! Nestor Hood, his first touchdown of his JSFL career. The first receiver taken in the draft. He was a stud in South, and he gets his first JSFL touchdown. Just great slant route there. Teams have hard times covering slant routes. And the Huston Enforcers are going to take a 10-0 lead. 1:38 left to go in the first half. Good job for the rookie. He hasn't really done well this season so far. Still plenty of season left, but he's underwhelmed people's expectations. This whole offense has. He's had 5 catches for 53 yards coming into this game. That's like averaging 1 to 2 catches a game. It hasn't been great for Nestor Hood. Landon Dante has definitely been the best receiver so far of this class. Him and Skies have hooked up a lot. I think he has almost 20 catches, over 200 yards, and I think he at least has a touchdown. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16. Houston trying to make another big lead. We had one of those at Phoenix when New York played. Fumble! Kansas City gets it, and Ricky Goldens with the recovery. They came back from a 17-0 lead, only for Phoenix to punch it down the throat to game-winning field goal. So 10-0 in the 3rd quarter. Kansas City, their first red zone trip. Actually, wait, no, this is Houston. They said it was Kansas City on the board, but it's actually Houston. I see the Houston offense on. So Kansas City still having a hard time moving the ball in Houston's defense. No points so far in this game, and it's already the second half. They're going to have to figure out how to do this quick, because I don't know how good this 11th ranked defense is going to do against Houston. Houston isn't one of the better, well, they are a pretty good defense, but they're not in the top half. They're best in the bottom half. But 1st and 10 here at the 17. 25 rush, 13 pass. They really leaned on the the rush game, which I didn't expect them to do. Here's Jones. Throwing. Had Ted Evans, but Ted Evans drops it. Jones only 94 yards on this Kansas City defense. Kind of surprising. Just 2 weeks ago, Trent Hudson had like a 400-yard game on these guys. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Norris, and he's going to go backwards. He's got 15 carries, 69 yards, but this ain't going to be one of his better runs. Roland Murray and Luke Frankie on that tackle. That's going to be 3rd and long at the 19, 3rd and 12. Murray kind of trips him up, and then Frankie does the big tackle there. So 3rd and 12. They've had 26 rush, 14 pass. I still don't know why they're going on the rush so much. Jones searching. Jones throwing. He's looking for Evans. Good deflection there. It's going to bring up 4th down. I believe that was Ricky Goldens on the deflection. And boy, how he's been on defense. Probably Defensive Rookie of the Year for sure. But there isn't Defensive Rookie of the Year. But I might actually add one this year. Fourth and 12. So this one, 36 yards. And nailed it. 13-0 here in Kansas City. (3-13). The Enforcers, the Wind finally score something, but the Enforcers marching in the red zone again. This defense needs to find an answer as we're getting later into the game. 1st and 10 at the 18. They need a big play. Down by 10. Not too much time left to go on this game. It took the Businessmen a while to come back too, so I don't know how much. Definitely can't give up more than 3 here. 3 is the maximum. Let's see what Jones and company has in store. First and 10. Here's Warren Jones. Throwing this one. Looking for Nestor Hood. But that's going to be way out of the back of the end zone. 2nd down. So that's a good play for Kansas City. You don't let them get in bounds. You don't let clock go. And no yards too. That's a good thing. 2nd and 10. Three wide, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Here's Jones. Throwing. He's got Danny Edwards. the rookie tight end who's been pretty good for Houston. He's going to pick up first and goal now. Jones, 15 for 20. He's got 136 yards throwing. And that's not what you want to give up if you're Kansas City. That's just a lot more clock and more chances for Houston to get a touchdown. Edwards, he's been definitely good for Houston this season. Coming into this game, 17 catches, 152 yards, leading the team in receiving yards, catches, and I guess touchdowns. He has one that's tied with everyone else. That has one. Here's Jones throwing. He's got Edwards. To the 6, 2-yard pickup, second and goal. So at the 6, Houston, we might see a run here, how they've looked at the run game. Mason Beasley, the tackle. Second and goal. Here's Jones. Jones stepping up a little. Jones gonna get sacked. Ian Petty, the rookie. His second sack of the day. And that is Kansas City's third sack. Jones looking to run up the middle. And I guess they kind of game plan for this. And Ian Petty, knowing how strong he is, he showed that in college. He's going to get off the edge here after the two defenders and get a nice play on Warren Jones. This Kansas City team really relies on the linebackers for sacks and pressures. But sometimes up in the middle, Ian Petty can kind of get to them. The edges aren't so great for them as Angelo Alexander's kind of getting older. And so is, who's the other guy? No, Evan Colston. He's just a rookie. Here's starting goal. He's going to take off. Jones can't get there. He gets into the 5, no farther. Good tackling. Sean Martinez ain't going to let him get anywhere. It's going to bring up a field goal attempt, but they got a lot of clock off. That's what you want if you are Houston. It's going to leave them with about 6 minutes left to go. So this is going to be a 22-yarder. He's got the leg and he's got the accuracy. 16-13 in Kansas City. Kansas City seeing their undefeated season going to go by wayside if they don't get something done here. So 4th and 6. Kansas City's going to go for this. 2nd and 9. We finally get to see Kyle Shooter with 3:44 left on this game. We get to see this offense. They finally met a worthy opponent. Houston was on a 2-game loss streak. And it's looking like they're going to snap that with a win here. Getting to 500, going 2-2. They hope. So 4th and 6. Can Kansas City keep their hopes alive? Here's Shooter. Throwing incomplete. Wow. A really missed opportunity there for Kyle Shooter. And it's going to bring a 1st down and 10 for Houston, and probably that's going to be the game. And 18-3 is going to be your final here in Kansas City. What a good game. And Kansas City, they might be a fluke. They finally met an opponent that was decently okay. And they lost. And it doesn't get any easier for divisional matchups than today. They are either going to face New Orleans in 1 week or 2 weeks. But Kansas City finally meets their match as they're going to go down here harshly. 18-3. The Enforcers dominate on defense and they get done on offense. Jones looked okay today. The rushing game worked to its fashion. This is the kind of offense we at least wanted to see. They did pretty good today. Not scoring the most, but the defense did its job. And if they can play like this, this team almost reminds me of the NFL team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. They do okay on offense, and they really can get it done on defense. But that's it for the JSFL on this game here in Kansas City. I'll see you in Charlotte for the Atlanta Predators at the Charlotte Bats.